What's on, people? How we doing today? It's your thank you to all followers of Sports On. It's Ololapo. Ololapo is my name. I'm Talk Sports here. Great to be here. Yesterday we were talking about the great man and the other Basi, Coach Basi as well as the chairman himself. You know how they passed on. On Saturday, April 12th. So we just hoping that they get immortalized. I'm talking about the virtues that these great players, was the chairman with the qualities of leadership that we are also, and that even in death, I was just like, inconvenience will be enough, and that was a good story. So, but today, early today, we yes finished 3-2 in Lafia. That's Nasarawa United, yeah, Nigeria. That's the home ground. 3-2, and I was like, wow. In fact, okay, fine. Governor and even sports commissioner, gave out rewards, cash rewards to players. But we didn't just got to know that there was an incident. And I came here, we spoke about the Shooting Stars Sports Club incident in Ibadan, and how, the publicity players were, arrived and at least, well, they were openly, I mean, thankfully they were saved. We had to be logged in and all that. But this one is even much, I think it's river, yes, because the player was stabbed. And I was, when I saw the picture, I was like, wow, why would you, why, yes, security should be tight at the venues, no doubt about it. That's we know that we must work on that now in our country. Security on site, more officers on ground, more personnel, home support and all that. But the fact that why would someone even think of bringing such a harmful object? I don't understand it. Yes, we can't say government, we can't say security. Yes, fine, but fans, we must behave as well. There's no reason why that fan bring knife to the venue, to the match, to the stadium. Why would you do that? You know, and I know I was like, I was even impressed on 3-2 the one. I looked at this, fine. So in fact, and that's true. Who I was saying, oh, please let's be in the Super Eagles team A, because it's the top scorer here. He scored the 15th goal of the season. And like, it's the why that he even scored. I was even happy about that. Not doing that carnage because this is because if I was even saying, oh, shooting star, this is so child's play compared to what happened in Lafia. Because if you have a player that was almost, let's just you know, let's just thank God. That it wasn't more than that. The player is stable now, he's been hospitalized. But why would you leave your home and not be sure that you're coming back? All because of some bad behavior. And that's it. Sport is great. And yes, sometimes you will not win. And fans must accept that. Sometimes you will not win. That's just it. Okay, fine. And why I look at the story and like why? And in fact, this like they even won this match. Okay, this particular player scored. You know, 15 minutes scored 3-1. There was a penalty. This player missed the penalty. Yeah, Vincent missed that penalty. It remained 3-1. Okay, Samuel scored later 3-2, and that's how the match ended. Samuel scored 94th minutes. Fine. So even if Samuel Vincent had scored the penalty, it would still have been 3-2. We don't know what would have happened. We don't know the future. So maybe the match would have ended 3. So only if he had scored a penalty, or the match ended 3-3, or Plateau United even won the match, what would have happened? What would have happened? That was what crossed my mind. Wow, if he had scored that penalty, saved by Obudari, Ogiba of Pleti of Nasarawa, if he had scored that penalty, Obudari was, he had scored that penalty, and it now became 3-2. And then Nasarawa, Pleti United now gets the third goal, which they did get anyway. Of course, the penalty was missed, so it became 3-2. So if it was 3-3, or even if Pleti United won, and why I was so shocked was because prior to now, okay, fine, they had this, in fact, just lifted the ban. So they have been bad behavior before, but not stabbing a player. Who does that? I mean, he is arrested, and yes, he must face the full wrath of the law. There's no place, when it happens in other clients, we talk about it here. So it's happening in Nigeria. Let's talk about it. It's a problem that will be solved. 3SC, what happened? What happened at the bottom? It's not even. and somebody was almost killed there. Even though yes, people were the referee had to change and all that, and the police were in danger. Fine, but this one was an attack not only on the player now, not only on person United, on football in Nigeria on sports, and it must be dealt with. Yeah, the fine 6 million naira. Was talking about that the one for Iban. I was like, "Ah, is that fine?" You know, I mentioned I said, for me, it's even better. That's a ban on the stadium. That chooses that to play their matches behind closed doors. For me, it's even better punishment. But now, that's why when you say, okay, just fine, you receive the reprieve, recently you just start playing. Now, I don't know who's going to be punished now. Because the players who got cash on Sunday from the governor and the sports commissioner, I don't know how, because now they're the ones to face punishment. Because now 6 million naira fine, that will be paid. But that fine, maybe, I think it's a bit lenient on based on what happened. I remember the Libya issue too, $1,000. Our players were in danger. The player was diverted, but let's that's another story. Let's face what's happening now, currently in Nigeria. That 6 million naira was you know I said it, they want to shoot it as fine. It's true. And I think the major thing, maybe instead of the fine, okay, fine is good, but increase the fine and then deduct points. That's a better punishment. Because now the players will suffer for it now. They can't play again in Nasarawa for the rest of the season. Lafia, they have to go to Gobe, Gobe to play. Find the fans will be out. They can't even traveling to Gobe is cost more. Security and all that, economic factors. But now it's the players that will suffer because the players was gonna play. And so I think that's rather harsh. Yes, fine what the fan it wasn't the players who did it, was the fan who did it. Yes, that's why I called that's why I said I've called them out. I've called out the club and it's their fault. They should have more security. Punishing the players now and officials. Because that's what to Rafia is about almost 10 hours. And even other clubs they're going to play. Okay, fine. They play Bendel, they go to Benin on Sunday. That Sunday they play Bendel. But in 2 weeks' time, 27th, they play Atlant. Atlant will now travel from from their base in Norway and travel down. Instead of just stop at Lafia, an extra 9 hours we added. So that's what I just wanted to point out. It's the players that will suffer for it now, and the officials, and not only Nasarawa United players, even other players, other teams will suffer because they have to travel more, longer hours. Talking about the fuel, talking about manpower, you know, talking about security on the road. Those are the issues. Well, let's wait and see what happens. I wish this person was talking about very heartwarming story. Yes, it was sad that Coach Chuku passed, but it was a life husband. Today now it's all about.